Hey, God bless you. We're gonna go ahead and look on how to tune your speakers. That way we can eliminate any chance of feedback at church or any place that you would be broadcasting or doing live sound. This is actually a really good method. So what we're gonna do first is, before we go to the iPad, we want to grab a microphone and place it somewhere in the center of the church, in the altar, in front of the main speakers. This process only works if the microphone is in front of the speakers, facing towards the center of the room or the pulpit. So literally we're going to place the microphone in the middle of the church, in between both stacks of speakers, in the altar, in front of them. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense there. So once you have positioned everything, that the microphone is in front of the speaker or the speakers, we're going to go ahead and open the X-Air app, connect to our mixer. All right, mixer's nice and connected there. And we're going to find that channel where that microphone's at. For me, it's channel 10. You'll find your appropriate channel. What we need to do is go into the gain settings for this microphone. So we're going to go ahead and tap there, go into inputs. We tap on the microphone, go into inputs. And then on the mic gain, let's go ahead and open it up to 18, possibly even 20. We want the microphone to be listening to all sides. Not narrow, but as open as possible. So 18 is usually very responsibly open there. We don't want nothing further than 18. So once we have that, we're going to go ahead and go to our EQ. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start bumping up the microphone ever so slightly until we start hearing a ring. So there, we heard that. Alright, perfect. We're gonna go back to 0. Now on your EQs, there's something really important that you have to turn on. And it's right here on the side, on the upper right side. It's called RTA, this little guy right here. So RTA, as you can see, it starts representing the frequencies in my voice. So it gives you a graph there. We're going to use this graph to pinpoint the frequencies that are feeding back in your system, so we can go ahead and reduce them. The reductions are going to be narrow and they're going to be very dramatic. So once we have that, we need to make sure that we can see the mains or the on-air. For me it's on-air, but for you it's the left and right, or main. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So with on air or the main selected, let's start bumping up that microphone. You see that frequency right there that just skyrocketed up? Make sure you get a small little hum there. And once you have that precise, grab the EQ there and then just bring it down like that. And then of course, for this to work, your EQ does have to be active. See, once I activate the EQ, that feedback goes away. What we want to do with this process here is every time we're affecting our frequency to limit feedback, the width of it, we need to make it super narrow like that, because we're dragging these frequencies all the way down. So there we go. We have effectively removed that type of feedback from this microphone here. And as you can see, the microphone is right in front of the speaker and there's no feedback whatsoever, except if we get it super narrow, super close, and it kind of struggles still to do that. Maybe at church you have lower frequencies, that's fine. Make sure that you make the frequency super narrow, not wide like that, but narrow. and then eliminate them all the way to the bottom. That way there's no risk of feedback at church. I hope this tutorial helped you. You can repeat this also on every monitor that you're using. That way they can get the most volume on their microphone to the volume of the monitor without the risk of feedback. God bless you. Take care, and we're looking forward to seeing great things